Good morning. This is Max from the Glass Law Group, your Long Island DWI and traffic lawyers. Today, wanted to talk briefly about a sort of a relatively obscure but very, very important issue, and that is the effect of getting a DWI in New York if you have an out-of-state driver's license, or if you have an out-of-state driver's license and you get a ticket in New York. So again, a little obscure, but it's a really important topic because we do help clients all over the country. Quite honestly, we've had clients from California, Florida, New Jersey, Michigan. We've had clients from pretty much a wide variety of the states that have out-of-state driver's license and realize that they have problems in New York driving. So let's start with something sort of general. In New York and across the United States, with the exception of some of the jurisdictions, there's about 3 or 4 exceptions to this, but in general, almost all the states and the District of Columbia are part of a compact, the Driver's License Compact. The Driver's License Compact explains that the states share information with each other. So if you get a ticket, if you get a DWI, I should say, in New York, it will likely be recorded across all the states that are part of the Driver's Compact. If you get a suspension in New York, it will also most likely be transmitted to another state's jurisdiction, all the states that are part of the compact. This is how, for nationwide purposes, the states can keep track of who's driving on their roads and their records and their risk, quote unquote, their risk to public safety. So if you have an out-of-state driver's license and you drive in New York, and you get a DWI and you're convicted of a DWI, you will be punished by New York because you're privileged. Because remember, driving a motor vehicle is not a right, it is a privilege. Your privilege to operate the motor vehicle in the state of New York will be suspended. In addition, the DMV in New York will transmit that information to your home state. So, for example, if you have a Florida license, if you're driving in New York with a Florida driver's license, your New York privileges will be suspended, meaning within the boundaries of the New York state, you will not be able to operate a motor vehicle legally. And if you then have that Florida license, they transmit the same information to Florida. Florida could also suspend your driving privileges or take penalty action against you. So that's how the idea of having an out-of-state license works in terms of punishment. In addition, if you are driving in New York State with a valid license from another state, it doesn't necessarily make it valid in New York. For example, if you got tickets in New York, left without paying them, and then the court suspended your license, and you go back to your home state, your privilege within New York State can still be suspended. So you could theoretically be in New Jersey, have a New Jersey license, and have a suspension in New York, and that means that if you cross over the bridge, the George Washington Bridge, let's say, and start driving in New York, your license may in fact be suspended. This is part of the driver's license compact because the states share information. I think the summarily, just to keep it simple, if you have if you have an out-of-state license and you want to speak to an attorney in New York, you can give us a call anytime. We've helped clients from California, as far away as California, with waivers and authorizations. We've resolved outstanding tickets and had suspensions lifted. It's something we do regularly. So if you have an out-of-state license, a New York State license, and you're accused of a DWI or any other traffic infraction, give us a call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can follow the link listed with this video to access our website for more information, as well as our Facebook page. I really appreciate everybody checking in. Have a great Monday morning.